That's really close. Welcome to Malacca in the southern part of Malaysia, right along the coastline next to the Strait of Malacca actually. I am told that this used to be the it city to visit in Malaysia. That has changed in recent years with Kuala Lumpur really becoming a bustling, hustling metropolitan area with lots to see and lots to do. This, however, from my understanding, is still an amazing weekend getaway for folks here in Malaysia and really all across southeastern Asia. You will, of course, still see Westerners, but I'm told the time to come is during the weekend. Today is a Tuesday, and of course there are pros and cons to visiting on weekends or busy times of the week or year for that matter. So we will make the most of it. I figured though we would start our day and our adventure by getting an overview of the city, heading up there, up to the tower. I don't know what it's called, we'll find out. So it cost me 23 ringgit to ride this, which is the equivalent to about $5.50. You also get bottled water, which is nice in the heat. So let's enjoy our view. So we're about 80 meters high, which is equivalent to about 262 feet in the air, just high enough to get a good view of the skyline of Malacca, downtown, and of course at the Malacca Strait off in the distance. And you can see right there. Back to where we started. So there you go, Menara Taming Sari. Menara Taming Sari. I don't know if you can read that because of the sun, but if you come here, worth checking out just to get the lay of the land. Really worth the $5 plus water. Can't beat it. Let's go explore now. So Malacca is a very historical city. In fact, just about a decade ago, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So you'll see a lot of history here. If you're interested in all the history, I know a lot of people are, they have these walking tours, it's a little map. You can kind of walk around, visit all the historical buildings and elements here. One of them just happens to be this. It's just kind of a little section of an old fort. Malacca used to be a fortress, and the city, as you will notice, maybe you did when we were up in the tower, but it has a very big influence from Europe. This city was really controlled by the Portuguese, the Dutch, and the British, and you'll see a lot of those types of buildings here in Malacca, and the port was run by all three of those at one point or another. So there's a lot of history there. It's pretty incredible though. It's awesome. Now, they also call Malacca the Venice of Southeastern Asia. I've never been to Venice, but I get more of an Amsterdam feel. I've never been to Amsterdam either, but I just get more of that feel. There's a lot of bikes, and there's really just one river here. Not a canal of rivers like in Venice, but still pretty nonetheless.
Oh, you're really good. You're really good.
You're doing really well.
You're really scared.
I'm a snake or what?
I thought we do.
So this is St. Paul's Church. It's actually the oldest church building in Malaysia and all of Southeastern Asia. And it's pretty incredible. No longer in use, as you can see, completely in ruins. It sits on top of a hill here in Malacca with a great view of the sea. You can see parts of the city skyline behind me as well. Simply incredible. Let's go explore, huh? So if you come here to the church, you'll see tombstones all around the church, and they were found scattered throughout the church property between 1905 and 1930. And since then, they've kind of removed the tombstones and kind of put them up on the walls of the church so everyone can see. So, interesting. So just outside the church, you will come across a statue of St. Francis Xavier. He was one of the people that kind of helped get the church going and gave the church its title. You may notice the statue is missing its right arm, and believe it or not, a day after it was erected, a large tree chopped it off. And ironically, after St. Francis Xavier became a saint, they ended up detaching his right arm because it was used to bless people, and it became somewhat of a relic. Interesting fact. You know, the hair. So we are entering what is known as Jonker Street. It is a big tourist attraction. It's probably the reason a lot of people come to Malacca. As you can see, it just looks like a normal street, but during the weekend, like I said earlier, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there is a night market here, and all of these shops come to life. I am told that is the time to be here in Malacca. Again, we're here on a Tuesday, so it's much more quiet. You can actually walk down the street, and right now, I'm gonna go find some lunch.
Live?
Yes, we're live now.
Wow!
This is my new friend Lai.
Hi.
And Lai has brought me to the man-made desert, right?
Yep. In Malaysia.
In Malaysia, in Malacca, about, you said 20 minutes or so from downtown.
Yeah.
And so, we have to hike a bit. How far is the hike?
It's about 15 minutes to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes. And so we were just talking, and he was telling me that this really wasn't popular too much. Oh, he's gonna vlog too now. And this,
double vlog.
yes. And you were saying this became popular because of social media.
Yep.
People posted, and this isn't a place where tourists necessarily come because it's kind of a little far out from the city.
Yep.
So only locals really come here.
Yep. Wow, it sounds like a reporter.
Yes, it's what I used to be. So, and then you said this is probably won't be here in like 5 or 10 years, right? Why?
People will start building like condo or shop houses for the tourists. Yep.
And so the sand basically settling for a couple years just to get this land settled. Did this area right here where we're standing, did this used to be water too?
Yep. Used
Wow.
to be sea water.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's go hike.
Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah.
I just recorded a whole spiel and realized my phone wasn't even recording. So just said goodbye to Lai. Like I said, I met him on couch surfing. I posted that I was going to be here at Malacca, and he reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to hang out while you're here? So that's another cool thing about couch surfing. You don't necessarily have to stay with them, but just hang out with a local and get some local expertise, like taking me to that man-made desert, a place not many tourists go because it is a little bit far from the city center, and not many people actually know about it. So awesome for that. Thanks so much, Lai, for taking me. If you're watching, I'll post his information, social media accounts if you want to follow him on there as well. So yeah, as you can see, it is now nighttime. Woo. and I think I'm going to head that way towards Jonker Street and get some dinner, and then I'll probably head back to my hostel and work on a couple of videos and work on some blog posts. We're getting towards the end of my time here in Malaysia already, and I've posted very few things about Malaysia on my website, so I need to change that. So I'll probably do that tonight. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe this video, and follow me on all my social media accounts, because if you have, then you've probably already met Lai through one of them. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.